What's going on, everybody? This is Jay Leno. I am here with the crew. Got my homie Jave in the building. What's up, Jave?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Got my cousin D Simmons in here. What's going on, cuz?
What's up, baby? We in the mother loving house.
You can cuss if you want, but I appreciate you for coming in with that energy. Guys, did you guys like episode 5?
Yes, yes, I did. I did. Big loved it. You know what I mean? Can't complain. 10 out of 10 for me.
Okay. What about you?
I fucking hated
Oh,
the last episode.
what? Hold on. This episode or the previous episode? Talk to me.
I hate all of the episodes. This is the
Oh,
worst series of all time, baby.
not you on
Yes.
your Skip Bayless tonight. He's on his Skip Bayless tonight. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Hold
Let me
on.
tell you something. LeBron James is never going to be better than Michael Jordan. And
Hold
Steph Curry is not clutch.
Hey, I've been there. Been there. Been there.
but
All right, no. I love this episode. I love this series. This is the thing I look forward to the most, other than Warriors games on television now. So this is another classic episode. I'm hooked on every single minute of it. It's not one boring second of this show. I love this show. I can't wait to Batman 2. I want to get more of it. I want more content. This is awesome.
I agree. I mean, the one thing that I haven't felt in a very long time is I haven't felt a drop off yet, and we're 5 episodes in, and each episode is an hour and some change long. I haven't felt like we've got. Have you guys had any feel that we got like a filler episode or a pointless episode?
Nah, nah.
Like to me, like even episode 1, it's like it has drawn me in, and it's had me trying to pay attention. And I mean, I haven't had this in a while. Do you guys have something that y'all can compare this to? It doesn't have to be related to this, but a series that kind of had you like this.
Um, I say possibly the original Power. The first couple seasons,
Hmm.
there were no fillers. Everything was straight to the point. Everything was calculated. The person writing this story is doing a very, very good job of developing characters, showing you who people are, why they are the way they are, and who they're trying to be.
Hmm.
So that's one thing that makes the show stand out a lot against the others.
Okay, okay. How about yourself, Cuz?
Yeah, I like all the points that Jave said, and I agree with him. Um, and again, I don't want to turn this into just an agreement show. I know all three of us just love the
If it
show.
happens, it happens.
Yeah, I would say that I will say something different. Um, the woman that plays the Falcone daughter, what's her name
Sophia.
again?
Sophia.
Sophia. All right, so the actress, I looked her up on Google and I was looking through her photos and all that stuff. She's a pretty lady. I'm not saying that she's unattractive or anything like that. Her playing this character, she's like hot. She's like a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Whereas like
yeah, yeah.
just her, just her in general, she's like a 6 or 7. So the transformation, the transformation that she makes, she like
I had to
like
hold it
the
together.
moment that she entered the room in episode, was it 1 or 2 when she was introduced?
I want to say two. I want to say two.
Yeah,
Yeah, it had to be 2, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The moment she entered the room, full of the men and Penguin was in there, you could see the evil in her eyes,
Mhm,
and it was
mhm,
like, whoa, like this chick is a motherfucking gangster,
mhm,
and just I was so drawn to her character, her darkness, her femininity. Like when she had her own episode and she put on that yellow dress and the hair, was all like kind of like crinkled up. I was like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
this chick is sexy and she's dangerous and she's provocative
Mm-hmm.
and like, man, and she wears those scars. And the way that she shows her scars is kind of like, this is what you guys did to me, but I'm gonna let you see it
Mm-hmm.
because I'm
Mm-hmm.
proud of
Mm-hmm.
these scars now because these scars made me the person who I am today, and that person is stronger than all you motherfuckers that's in this room. And
Mm-hmm.
so when that guy tried to say, "Oh no, your name's not gonna be Falcone. Don't take it easy here," she popped his ass.
Off the jumps.
Mm-hmm.
She
Right.
definitely made a statement. So I almost felt like that roundtable scene. I felt like that was, I think his name was Johnny or something like that.
Yeah, Vidi, Johnny
I felt
Vidi.
like that was the only leverage that he had in that moment that he probably was going to try and use. But freaking, she just eliminated it. Like she tried, she that he was like he probably had a plan to try to oppose her around those Falcone flunkies and
I
made a
mean,
statement.
she was definitely calculated. She played chess. I mean, part of playing chess is keeping the pieces on the board until you need to get rid of them. And
Mm-hmm.
so, I mean, she killed the entire family, and then she saved him. Remember, she used him to get to her father's money, that unlimited cash, and she used them to set up a meeting. Once the
Mm.
meetings were set up and she had the cash, knocked the piece off the board. It was
Mm.
very, very, very calculated. Very brilliant. Shows you the Falcone mind. Shows you the mafia mind. Shows you that she's prepared and willing to do whatever's need to be done. I like how, besides Penguin, there's also other calculated people in this story. It
Mm.
shows you the chess games. It shows you people trying to manipulate others to get what they need. You know, everybody has a plan.
Yeah.
Seems to be. Maroney's have a plan. Sofia has a plan. He has a plan. Everybody's got a plan, and we see who's unfolds and who doesn't.
Yeah.
And,
I go ahead, Eric.
and the plan. That's the key because in moments we forget that we're watching the bad guys because we're seeing it from their point of view.
Yeah,
Spot on.
yeah.
Spot on though. Yeah.
You know, and Penguin was telling the kid that he took in, he was like, "Hey, this is basically just about survival," you know, and so I found Penguin very relatable in that aspect because that's essentially what we're all trying to do, and especially when you are trying to reach another level and you're trying to go up in society, you kind of have to break some rules. You're not gonna get there by following all the rules because the rules was in place to keep you at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to do this. And so it's kind of like I I really don't see Penguin as the bad guy anymore like I did when I was watching the Batman because when you was watching the Batman, you was seeing it from his point of view. Even when he was roaming around Catwoman's apartment, he was looking at her being behind on the electric bill, and he couldn't understand it. He's like, "Why are they not paying the electric bills?" Because he has no idea what it's like to survive in the world that people don't care about you. He was
Mm-hmm.
born into privilege. He was born with money. He has no
Mm-hmm.
idea. He thinks people are just out here being bad. No, people are not just out here being bad. People are just trying to survive. And his parents was in an unnecessary circumstance of people just trying to survive. They wasn't intentionally trying to be evil and kill his parents.
Yeah.
They were just
Yeah.
trying to eat that day.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And so you're just seeing it from Batman's perspective, and you're like, oh, and I was kind of like signing with the Riddler. I was like, Riddler was saying some real shit. Like, yeah, like the rich, they kind of do like formulate all these laws and all these and how they structure the job structure and all that stuff. They do that just to formulate them, and they forget about the rest. So Riddler, he was like, you know what? They always cast us aside. They say that we don't matter, you know, and so you know they want to give us all of our lives where we're suffering, right? Well, let's give them one hell of a day where they really suffer and see how
Yeah,
how it's like for us. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
so I was like, so when Riddler blew up the city, I was kind of like yeah, that's what they deserve. But then when I'm watching the series, I see the kid's family, right? And the kid's
Mm.
family's in the apartment, and I see that water come, and I'm like, oh my god! I was not really aware of the devastation that the Riddler was actually doing because I was just seeing it from the eyes of the Riddler and of
Mm.
him just getting back at the people at the top, the crooked people at the top. But he is killing innocent people. He's destroying families at the
Mm.
same time.
Mm-hmm.
He's a victim of an unnecessary circumstance.
Mm.
And
yeah,
so
Mm.
everything is tied together between Batman is being an outcast. He has his own view of the world and what it should be, and he thinks like people should just follow suits to wherever they're at in life. They just follow the rules. Just follow the rules. Just follow the rules, and that's how you. And if you follow the rules, you're a good person. But somebody like Penguin, he's like, if I follow the rules, I'm not a good person. I'm a fucking loser. That's how
Mm.
my
yeah,
mama raised me. His
yeah,
mama raised him. Hey, you got to go after the Falcones.
Yeah.
Hey, did you kill him? Did you go? Don't accept less. Batman doesn't have to accept less because Batman's already on top. He has no
Mm.
idea what it's like to be at the bottom. Scratch,
Mm.
fight, claw.
Mm.
mhm,
Mm.
yeah,
That,
yeah,
So this
yeah.
is
Yeah.
man, when you really think about the storytelling,
mhm,
this is the
mhm,
best that we ever seen Gotham being demonstrated because you're seeing it from everybody's point of view.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't think I'm about to say yeah, I can't name an example on film that we've been able to get this. So what I also want to include before we dive deeper into this episode, does Penguin's ability to escape these bad circumstances do is it weighing into like being in unrealistic, or is it still allowing you to be attached and give you adrenaline and making this show less predictable? I want to know.
uh, I think it's making it less predictable. I mean, a lot of the scenarios that he's getting himself out of are very plausible, you know, situations. You know, like Vic coming through with the car and wrecking it. You know that's plausible. That could happen. You know, it's not. He's not jumping off roofs and swimming in 12-foot water or anything. He's doing everything seems to be written very well and realistic. I mean, stabbing a witness because you don't want him to find out who really did it and stuffing a knife in somebody else's pocket. It's
Yeah.
very, 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 very
Let
realistic.
let me interrupt you just to make this comment. Catching Taj Maroney TikToking his tattoo to run down on him and killing him. Yeah, you're right.
Very, very realistic, very plausible, very calculated. I mean, the thing about this show and other shows, when you watch other shows and people get thrown off burning buildings and walk out alive, or people get shot 16 times and wake up the next day. I mean, this show it gives you a good reason, a good calculated, a good four other reasons why certain things happen, and they tell a story still well. So I have to actually applaud that. Seems to be very, very realistic.
Mhm. I agree with you. All right, so with you mentioning Victor, guys, do you guys can you guys anticipate a progression of possibly seeing Victor in a boss like position? Because right now he's following orders. Not saying he will succumb Penguin, but I kind of want to see Vic like with a little bit of money and having making some more decisions and yeah, getting a little more rank being alongside Penguin. Do you think we'll get an opportunity to see that at all in the series?
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Closer to the end, I think we'll get a chance to see that. Right now, he's just going through his growth, and it's not going to happen overnight. So maybe give it a few more episodes where he can get a little more rank, more decision making. Right now, he's doing the dirty work. You got to start from the bottom until you get to the top. So, I mean, we haven't seen him shoot a gun. We haven't seen him, other than I think Maroney Jr., we really haven't seen him get too violent. So I think we got a lot more steps before he gets to being a boss and making decisions. You normally got to make deals. You normally got to commit murders. You normally got to rob a few people and commit a few more crimes before you step up to being a boss. So,
Yeah, I think he's gonna die.
possibilities. I mean, that could be the character arc turn for Penguin. Vic dies and Penguin becomes a monster, bigger monster than what he already is. You never know. You know.
I don't think he's going to die. I think it's too much character building for him right now. And if he don't get to that point of his evolution by the end of the series, it'll definitely be by the Batman 2, in my opinion.
Okay.
I just don't see him dying right now in this moment within this season. I think that it'll still be more interesting to see him evolve because right now he's still kind of innocent. He's just trying to do the best he can, surviving in a world that he was just automatically put into through tragedy, through great tragedy that happened overnight. I'm sure everything is moving so fast for him that it doesn't feel real. Like it feels like it's still a nightmare. Like he lost his family like overnight, totally unexpected. So like, he was just out there just trying to survive in a world that is broken, trying to steal cars, trying to steal wheels off a tire. I thought that he was really like some street thug at first, but then you come to find out that he's just a normal kid that was raised in a good family. But he's forced into survival, just like how Riddler was forced into survival. That's how Penguin was forced into survival. So you just seeing the evolution. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's really no bad people, Even Sofia, you might look at it. Okay, she murdered her whole entire family. She's a murderer. But if you go and you look through things through her eyes, she's not really particularly bad. She might be bad to the guy that she shot for sure. But if you look through her own lenses, she is justifiable in that action.
Well,
Right.
I mean, it's with you saying that it all like simultaneously in episode 5, it was almost like both factions, Penguin's faction and Sophia's faction, they both kind of are like recruiting and ascending upward simultaneously while ending up being rivaled enemies in this series, especially in episode 5.
Yeah, and the Sophia and Penguin dynamic is very interesting because Sophia's coming from the standpoint of almost where Batman's coming from, because Batman's higher up than everybody else, but Sophia's higher up than Penguin. So Sophia's looking at Penguin like, "Hey, stay in your place." She still refers to him as the driver. I had this driver. She's doing that to put. She calls him that in that way. Oh, he was my driver, as in he's less than. He's not at the same level as me. That's why before in the past she was just like, "Hey, know your fucking place. We don't care about your fucking opinion. You're just a fucking worker." And she still sees him that to this day, and so she sees him as this guy who is overstepping his boundaries. All right, we need to take care of his ass, and she's not afraid of him because she still sees him as less than.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I have mentioned Victor possibly dying. Often in TV shows and film, something climatic has to happen, and I feel like every season is going to have that moment, and we haven't got it yet. So, is there a particular person that you think that a death or some turning point that's going to, that's bound to happen in this series?
I think there'll be a lot of broken hearts if Victor dies.
Because if
He
you
might
guys
be the most sympathetic character in the show. So
if you guys don't say Victor, then I'm going to have to assume it's going to be Penguin's mom.
Yes, I do too. I think either old age or casualty of war. A few scenes in the show showed that they were seen going into their hideout. So possibly somebody trying to get revenge, somebody working for Maroni, somebody working for Sophia is gonna let that information be known. There were shows I've seen in the past where Penguin has seen his mother get killed vividly. It was on an episode of Gotham. So, I mean, it could possibly happen. Could possibly happen.
Okay. And so how'd you guys feel towards the end of this episode that Sophia and the Maronis decided to gain an alliance against Penguin?
This Penguin's plan going wrong because they were supposed to kill each other.
Yeah. And I mean, great making an alliance against one enemy, losing an enemy, gaining a friend, gaining an ally is always better than going to war.
Oh, sorry to cut you off.
No.
You were saying?
I was saying, and it showed the brilliance of Sophia because she knew that that's what Penguin wanted to do, and so she saw the angle before it was coming, and this is why her father thought that she would have been best to lead the family because he saw the brilliance in her, he saw the potential in her. It was just that, hey, you so brilliant that you found out I killed your mom.
Yeah, really, yeah.
You know, so you so brilliant that I gotta get rid of your ass. You know, and because he seems like he's a family man, but it's like him first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's him, and then he'll take care of his family as long as he's good.
Mm-hmm.
I love you till you get in my way.
Right? Exactly. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. So
I wanted to do that picture, man. Look how sexy she looked, man.
It was a game changer. First, she was scary, kind of weird, mysterious, but then and then it turns to okay, she's powerful. She's
hold up. Because he said she's a what? A 6 or a 7?
She a 6 or a 7 in real life, but in the series, she a 10.
All right.
I mean, imagine if you had the character at your crib, man. Be like, oh Lord, right. Jesus.
I'm sharing screen. We got to see this.
Let me see.
We got to see this 6. Look, yeah.
And a 6 is an above average looking girl, so a 6 is not bad.
I've definitely seen that type before. I wouldn't say. I still say attractive. So 6 isn't bad.
A 6 is above average. A 5 is average. You're right in the middle. You're average. 6, you're better looking than average.
They always say personality goes a long way.
Well, I don't know. Really a 70 is an average in the grading scale, right? That's a C, right?
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I look at it as like 5 is the halfway point. So if 5 is the halfway point, then that means that you're average, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any complaints. I think this definitely is going to boost her career. I think she's doing an amazing job. I don't think she's just a pretty face in this series.
Yeah, I mean, in a world full of, like what's popular right now is the bigger the ass, the better. The bigger the tits, the better.
That's a 4 right there. That's a 4 right there.
Yeah,
that might be a little AI though.
That might be AI. But like in a world where we're glorifying all of the supersized sexual parts of a woman, it's nice to see that, hey, like you don't have to have all of that to be sexy. Like you can still be naturally you, but it's really your personality. It's because that's what it is. It's her playing that character, and it's that character from the inside out that is making her more attractive. So it's a different side of femininity that is not being promoted so much right now with all the Instagram model booty models that we're getting nowadays. You know what I mean? So it's refreshing too.
I agree. So getting back to the episode, they really didn't pinpoint this moment, but there was a moment to where they had showed a newspaper, and in that newspaper, you remember that Bliss warehouse that Sophia took Penguin to?
Yeah.
So that was that was with that warehouse. That newspaper article revealed that the Maronis had already invaded that spot. So in
Mm.
case you didn't know, the Maronis have control of the Bliss, not to mention being cool with Sophia now.
Right. Right.
So this TV show is also going to be about who's going to empower this new drug, this new substance on the streets to develop revenue across Gotham during this time. So now we haven't got sex yet on this show, but we definitely got drama, and we definitely got drugs and rock and roll.
Yeah. And murder.
And then seeing, and then did you guys like that Penguin end up finding the that subway station on the outskirts of Gotham towards the end of the episode?
I did. I did. A while back, we talked about going back to the comic book roots and some of the early movies and comic books. You remember um, Penguin being a man of the subway system and the sewer system, and being able to hide in the sewers, and jumping under the sewage lines, and that ties into all of this. So I like that way of doing it. Like I said, it's very plausible, very realistic. He's not, jumping in the sewer and sliding down a puddle. It looks like a very, plausible, realistic way of finding things out. Being an older gentleman, going back to like the 70s. Oh, in the 70s, we used to go under the tunnels under the ground and blah, blah.
Yeah,
it makes sense and it interacts very well.
yeah. I agree.
It takes away the cartoonish element of it and brings it to reality very well.
It definitely modernized the character. So I definitely agree. I like it. I can't wait to see Penguin recruit more, because he's going to need more than Victor and his mom, and then the chick Eve just kind of disbanded him as well. I mean, he's got his girls, because don't forget, Penguin's dang near a pimp. I don't know if they told us he's a pimp, but he's got a whole bunch of pimp activity going on.
Well, at the apartment, he had a team of about 7 that was there that he was talking to. So when he told the guy in the beginning of the series, if I eat, you eat, those team of guys that showed up, and then the black guy that was when he went to deliver the Maroney son back. So he's got a small team around him. I think he just keeps a tight circle, because the less people you have, the less room for mistakes, room for talk. The things he's doing, he needs a small circle at the moment, because too many ears can cause too many problems. Somebody can run back, tell Maroney. Somebody can be bought off. Somebody can be betrayed.
Okay, I agree. So also one thing that struck my mind as well, because I saw that banner, is if y'all remember, the Riddler had killed the mayor in the first Batman film.
Yeah.
So I still have anticipation on possibly seeing Harvey Dent, who will later become Two-Face.
Yeah.
So hopefully we see him in episode 6. Do you
He's
think
supposed to be in the series? I think he was already confirmed.
He is? Okay.
Yeah, he
okay.
was. I think when they were going through Sophia's case, I think Harvey Dent was like the assistant DA, and he was shown across the screen through like a television ad or a news ad.
Okay.
Yeah, he's there. He's there. I don't think he's turned into Two-Face yet.
Yeah. Okay.
But you have to. But it's smart that they're introducing him now, because you can't try to do everything for the Batman 2. Like you can't cram that son of a bitch in there. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's very smart. Ease them in now, so that way you can up his character progression in the Batman 2 if you decide to do that.
Right.
Yeah. So hopefully episode 6. I don't know how many episodes that are going to be in this season. I feel like we have to see Harvey. I'm going to
Wait,
also.
excuse me. When you say this season, are you under the impression that we're going to get more than one season of the Penguin?
I definitely do. I believe, but I am under the assumption that they're going to use this Penguin series to progress Gotham in between Batman sequels.
Do you think that they're going to see the success off of this and they're going to be like, write another story? So we'll get another spinoff, maybe one more spinoff?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that Colin people didn't even know this was Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck. As far as delivering us a character, this is very Heath Ledger-esque to revolutionize a character. I don't think anybody's going to be able to do a better Penguin than this.
I agree. Um, I disagree with the season 2. I
Okay.
think that this series is going to be a continuation and lead into the second Batman movie. But I think that HBO has a high caliber um, grading scale as far as shows. And sometimes things are so good that they can't replicate it, so they leave it alone. Um, I think that the first season of this show is going to be so good that they can't make a season 2, so that they'll just leave it alone, and it'll be a standalone. Similar to kind of like Game of Thrones, after it went too long, it got bad and it kind of ruined its legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And how people feel about The Wire after so many seasons, they felt like it ruined its legacy. So I think they might just create this, let it manifest into the second movie, and then leave it be. Because maybe you come out with another season and it's not as good, it takes away from how so good this first season was. And get new writers, get new producers, trying to re-stir up the same magic that was already built. Because this is really, really good. I mean, award-winning good.
Well, see, I could completely agree with you if this particular Batman saga realm world universe wasn't being pinched from different Batman comic books. We got a pinch this season. We're getting a pinch of Batman Halloween, but majority of this storyline comes from the 1999 Batman No Land's comic, No Man's Land comic, and that's the only reason why I'm going to make the assumption that we're going to get a season 2 out of this, because so Riddler creating that flood is almost in comparison how the No Man's Land comic had the earthquakes, and that earthquake ended up allowing all the villains to be in Gotham running terror. Basically, Gotham is like shut down and destroyed by complete corruption, to where Batman goes under a complete hiatus, and Batman brings in all of his sidekicks. I am under the assumption, I'm very confident that we're probably going to get Batman sidekicks. I don't think this is going to be a Batman 1 and 2 situation. And I'd also like to add, it's not like DC has another product that they can invest that much money in that's this good. And I think Gotham can hold it down.
I mean, I don't disagree with you on that. I think possibly that No Man's scenario might be Batman 2.
Hmm.
You know, instead of a series, because in this series we have yet to see Batman. We have yet to see Bruce Wayne. So a lot of the scenarios that we're thinking of or that we're seeing are not coming to pass. And so I'm looking at this being centered around Penguin, and then the next movie.
To quickly interject, in No Man's Land, Batman did go under a hiatus, which is what's going on now. We haven't got an explanation of where his whereabouts are, but he did do that in the comic.
Right. So to me, that shows that we can't have if Batman's not here, we can't tell that story until he actually reappears.
Hmm.
I look at that being in the movie. I look at possibly the next movie being Batman going up against Penguin at its peak, at its top. And I think this is the story of him rising from the bottom to the top. Once he gets to the top, it's possibly no more story to tell. And now we have our Batman movie.
Okay. Okay. See, I mean, I can't debate with you because things can always be cut short. One imperfection could change all of this.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And 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 as well, people aren't accustomed to seeing the sidekicks. And when it comes to Batman films, they really have tried to avoid bringing in Robin. They'd rather bring in Batgirl at best if they're going to do this. And this is an opportunity for it to happen. But this story kind of lines up with the only thing that I question about this is it's probably not going to get to its peak till its third film. I think this second film is going to develop. It's going to lead into what we're talking about. I think the second film is going to lead into all the villains, including Joker, and leading in the sidekicks. The rumor is we're going to get Clayface and Hush for Batman 2.
Oh well. Okay. I know the way that this story is written, it's a lot going on because you have the first Batman and then you have this Penguin series concurrently. Those are one of the first times that we've ever had a series pick up 3 days after a movie. So I think whatever comes next has to intersect with this timeline.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Hey, for those who's watching, let us know what you guys think of the episode. If you got any questions for us to answer, I appreciate y'all. We had 10 viewers during this. Another question I got for you guys is do you guys think Sophia is the last Falcone?
Uh, yeah.
You don't think there's like a godfather of forefathers of fathers somewhere, or
I mean, the way the story is written, who knows? Next season they'll pop up. When we
She
get
might
that
not be
season
the
two
last
you was talking
Falcone.
about.
You said may not?
She may not be the last Falcone, but she's the first Giante.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But I'm about to say Gigante, that's her mother's maiden name.
yes, 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 yes.
So even at
Thought
even
that was
at
brilliant too. I did.
you
I did.
know, so. Oh yeah. So do you think that when Penguin was doing the exchange with the mother Maroni, if
Mhm.
she wasn't trying to double cross Penguin, do you think he was still going to kill Taj Maroni anyway, or would you
Yes.
think that was his reaction?
No. No. I think he was gonna kill him. Period. He was already had gas poured all over him.
It wasn't just a just in case, like just in case things go left, I'm gonna burn them. You saying we gonna take care of both of them real quick
Yes, his plan was to take care of both of them and kill the father. Whole family wiped out.
in one night. They there in one night.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Thought it was brilliant. It's my favorite part of the entire episode. I know it's bad. I know it sounds bad, but I enjoyed every minute of that. I thought that was brilliant. You know,
Okay, I got you. I got
Burn him up with his mother and feed him to the fishes.
you. Talk to him. Talk to him.
man.
So okay, so villain wise, before we wind this down, so could Colin Farrell get on the same tier? Not saying better, but can we put him on a could Colin Farrell on the tier of villains for superhero films based off of this series?
Yes, yes, yes.
Easily, it's not that much competition, especially nowadays.
Yeah, it's him and Heath Ledger right now.
Like I guess Thanos. Thanos was very pivotal.
Yeah, I'm just talking about recently. He hasn't had no competition.
Yeah, yeah. I would say him and Heath Ledger have played villains the best in recent to do time. I Can't name too many better.
What up, Joe? What up? What up? What up? Are you watching this Penguin series?
Hey, send us super chat, Joseph. My cousin working hard out here. You can send him a $3 super chat or something.
Appreciate you, Joe. I was about to say, anything y'all want to include, man? Let me.
I just have a question. Predict the next move for each character. Falcone, Sophia, Maroni, and Penguin. What do you think they will do next?
I think Sophia is going to be like, now that I'm a Gigante, I can finally get me the black soul brother that I always wanted, and she gonna give me a call, and I will be the perfect protection for her against everybody that's gonna come after the Gigante gang over here, right? And then I'll be the perfect one to pound that to submission so that she can still feel like a woman while she's leading men
Talk to him,
at
cuz.
night. You know what I mean? So
At night.
but yeah.
I ain't mad at it. What do you think Penguin's next move is?
Honestly, I'm really in a hard place because I don't know where Penguin can go and sell this bliss. And right now he's in a vulnerable position because the old boy from Victor's crew saw Victor bring in Mom Dukes to that spot. And that's why I'm really believing that Penguin's dang near, he's within this vulnerable position. I think Mom Dukes might get popped. Penguin's got to come up with a way. He's got to do something aggressive, and he's got to react fast, unless he's going to hide out for a long period of time.
So you're saying he's laying low? Okay.
Now, episode 6 might be an episode to where they might give us an origin of the bliss, because we still haven't got that yet.
True. That is true. Who developed, how, and why? I mean, we know it comes from Arkham. We know Sophia had a plug in Arkham, so
Yeah. So I think perhaps somebody might have a meeting. Look, Penguin could kidnap the dude.
Yeah.
I was about to say as of right now he's hiding out. I don't know if the Maronis. So I want to know what's going to happen with that Asian family that had the nightclub when they sat down.
That was a distributor.
Right.
For the shrooms, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, that was for the shrooms?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They were waiting for the call for Johnny Vitti, and they said they were all in to distribute. So we'll see if he gets the product, he gets it to them, they sell it,
Yeah.
We'll see. Right now, he's got to get some product, and then he's got to be able to make a sale. Remember, they burnt up most of the shrooms, so now he has to go find some more or grow some more. So that may take time.
I mean, I don't know. It depends. It depends how they want to go about the shrooms. I think shrooms don't technically have to take that long in dark places to grow.
Yeah.
Now, who I know, okay, I'm going to make this prediction that main chick that left Penguin hanging, I think she's already going to be dead. She's dying next episode, and I think she's going to snitch.
I was going to say she might double cross him. I mean, she might be working for somebody else. They say you're supposed to never trust a whore.
Hey, literally, I think Eve is dead, and on her way out the door, they're going to get information out of her.
By the way, that's one of my favorite characters you've ever seen. Martin Lawrence's movie, What's the Worst That Could Happen?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I got so far, guys. Any prediction you guys want to include before I end this stream?
Yeah, let's talk about some more of that Sophia, man. Let's pull up some more pictures. I'm a simp for some Sofia, man.
I don't blame you, dog.
I am mad.
You know what I'm saying? Is she really Italian? We're gonna find out. She got all the qualities. What up, bundle? We appreciate you guys watching tonight. Please hit that like button. Anything else y'all want to include?
Man, salute, man.
Send them super chats to my cousin over here.
I appreciate y'all, man. Hit that subscribe button.
All right.
All right.